Yo, peeps, I'm back to my home in Miami. I was in Charleston, South Carolina for the weekend, just having a bit of fun with my friends. I had the best time actually. I've never been to South Carolina before, absolutely loved it. Didn't capture too much content, posted most of it on my Instagram stories, which is at Real Ralph Anthony, same as my YouTube channel name. I just enjoyed my time with my friends and it led me to make this video, which is that you should leave your hometown and explore the world. Because you're never trapped. You're stuck in the mindset of wherever you live. You can't outgrow that mindset. And the crazy thing is that I'm born and raised in London most of my life until I left to work for Google in Dublin, and then I started my remote business about 27 years old, 27. And from then on I've been free, and that was like 6 years ago. So, been completely free for 6 years to travel anywhere I wanted. So imagine being born and raised in London. You're in one of the biggest cities in the world. The biggest cities with the biggest opportunity in the world. And yeah, of course I'm grateful that I was born and raised there. But ultimately, I still wanted to leave. I wanted to leave London. It is cold, it's gloomy. I don't really like the people very much. They're pretty miserable. I'll be completely honest, the girls are not hot. I've been around the world now and most countries have hotter girls than the UK. No offense, but it's just facts. I say it to all my boys all the time as well. I just went to Charleston, South Carolina for the weekend. There was beautiful women everywhere. And the ratio, and it depends what kind of women you're into. If you're into blondes, that's my style. If you're into brunettes, not so much. That's more Miami where I am here. But there were beautiful women everywhere and the ratio was insane. There were so many women compared to men. Large groups of beautiful females. London's not like that. Miami's not like that. Most other places you go to the big city like New York, there's a lot of men working, making money, you got proper competition, loads of other dudes around. Yeah, of course the girls are hot in Miami and New York, of course. But you got more competition and the ratio is a bit more unequal. I know in London you certainly have a lot of dudes working in banking, finance, law. You got a hell of a lot of dudes competing for women. And the dudes are pretty decent looking, all dressed well with suits and stuff going to work. And most of the British women are just really not that good looking, to be completely honest. Not compared to most places I've been around the world. So I wanted to leave. So I left. Now I live in Miami Beach, but that's after many years of traveling. Now, why am I doing this video? What's the purpose of this particular video? It's to just remind you that you can leave your town. You can find a way to get out. Because you need to go where you're treated best. You need to go where you like the women. You need to go where you like the climate. You need to go where you find the right opportunity for work. You need to identify what industry you love and what you're trying to grow in, and then go to the place which thrives for that industry. So this is a rational, logical thing, guys. You can't just be oh, I feel good in this place. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I feel good in Miami. I feel like I'm in my element. I like being tanned and I like, having my shirt off, as you can see from the videos. And Miami's the place to do that. And London's not. London, you never have your shirt off. And if you do, people laugh and think you're a fool and think you're a dickhead because you're walking around with a nice body, and they don't like that. So, people kind of hate on success a little bit more in Europe than they do in America. America praises that level of success. So that's why I moved here. I moved here because it's more entrepreneurial. It's easier to raise money. People are always talking about business. You get paid much more. So the opportunity for business and entrepreneurship is much better in America. The climate in Miami is amazing. It's just hot, exactly what I want. It's an outdoor lifestyle. The women are beautiful, way more beautiful than girls from London. And that's about it. And it's just and the nightlife is great. And I love the music that's coming out of Miami. Top house music. Some of the best DJs in the world are coming out of Miami. I've given you 9 reasons 9 solid reasons why I moved to Miami. So you need to be more intentional about your life. Like, you need to think about the kind of places you want to live in the world, what makes more sense for you. Go where you're treated best. Give you an example. So one of my boys said to me that, he just came back from Sweden, Stockholm, and he's Indian origin, like brown skin. And he said he got crazy looks. And he's a good looking brown dude, like, built, tall, nicely done, like looks good, red pill guy, like improving himself and like just looking sharp. You could tell when a man's handsome when he's looking sharp. And he said he got crazy attention in Stockholm because he looked different, because he was a dark dude compared to being a straight Viking looking blonde white dude that they have up there in Sweden. So he was attractive because he was different. He was a different flavor in the cookie jar. So you go where you're treated best. I'm treated better in America because of my accent, because of how I speak, because I'm British, and they like that. They love the accent. You should have seen these girls in Charleston. They thought I was lying. They were like, "Oh, stop! Are you putting this on? This is a really good accent. You got to stop." I was like, "No, like this is really who I am and what I sound like." So imagine that. Like, you're literally teasing people, and they're thinking, "Where the hell is this guy from? This guy is not from the UK. How is he speaking like that?" And we've never heard that in Charleston. How many British guys walk around in Charleston? Not many. So it's arbitrage, it's something different. It's a different taste. It's a different sweet. So, that's something I really realized from coming out from spending a beautiful weekend in Charleston this weekend. And I want you to really think a bit long and hard about, where makes sense to you in this world that's going to make you happier. Your life is short, and I love the people that go on their travels and decide to find a place that makes sense for them. But ultimately, a lot of people say they go and find themselves on their travels, and that's cool, and I encourage you to travel and go to places you want to go to in the world, but go where you're treated best. And I've just given you some examples there about, like, there's a really funny thing in the Red Pill community which says that if you're a short guy, then you should hang out in Southeast Asia, because most people are very short there. So if you're a short dude, you're likely to be taller than people in Southeast Asia or about the same height. So you'll do better with the girls. That's a very red pill way of looking at things, in terms of, like really maximizing your opportunities. I find that funny, but hey, it's practical and it makes sense. So do it. Like, do it. I wouldn't laugh at that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So I like that kind of style. If you like blonde girls, you hang out in Charleston, South Carolina. You hang out in Sweden, Stockholm. You don't move to, Bolivia if you like blonde girls. That's not going to make sense. So I've learned a lot on my travels, and I hope to be able to deliver a lot of my education, a lot of my knowledge and information that I've seen firsthand with my own eyes. Not Googling online. Yeah, sure, you can Google, but with my own eyes, I've seen it. So when you experience it yourself, it's different. You see it and you feel it. And it is also important to feel how what you go through, what the range of emotions in a different kind of country. Some places you just don't feel good. When I went to Ukraine, and bless them now going through this horrible war, my heart goes out to those people. But when I went to Ukraine, I didn't really like the vibe. The girls were absolutely beautiful, but I didn't like the food. I didn't think the people were friendly, and it was like a bit racist in certain places. And I'm like, I'm Mediterranean. I'm not exactly like some straight up white Ukrainian dude. So they were kind of like, you could see in some places they were a bit like edgy, and I thought that was crazy. So I wasn't like a big fan of that place, and it just didn't feel right. So there were reasons why I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. I didn't feel comfortable because of those reasons. So you want to go with your gut feeling about how you feel in certain places. I feel good in Miami. I feel like the man around here. And so therefore you can project that confidence. So you want to be in a place you feel good, guys. And I'm always on the move, constantly looking for new places and new beautiful things for specific reasons. Rationally write them down about what you want in life and go and travel. Don't just go and party in these places. Go somewhere where you think you might want to move and might want to live. You're not trapped. You can get out there in the world and change it. Go and get what you really want, guys. Go and get what you really want. I'm telling you, life is short. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm back now, and I'm back to making videos again every day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to posting. Please like, subscribe. Thanks. I'm seeing my subscribers going up by the day. It's great. I feel so good about that. I'm really glad I'm giving you some useful content here. Please leave your comments. I try and get back to as many comments as I can, because I like to respond one-on-one, because I love like talking to my audience and talking to my people. You know, you're my people, my brothers, my sisters, like I feel close to you. Obviously there are some haters that throw certain comments out, whatever, they get ignored. I don't really try and respond back to haters. There's no point trying to change their mind on things. But like the support in the community is so good, and I really thank you guys for that. And I'm going to keep delivering more gems and hopefully changing your life for the better. So please click like, it helps with the algorithm. Please subscribe for more free, amazing content that's going to change your lives. Good night from Miami Beach. Till the next one.